Hello and welcome. It's time to paint the town red as we hear from the soaring Cignal Super Spikers in the ongoing PVL All-Filipino Conference. I'm Dip Dipianco.
And I'm Jamie Lavatorio. We'll get an inside look at the 2026 NBA All-Star Games with Cade Cunningham. This is Starting Lineup.
Dancing, swaying, shooting. Puts a long palm and hits with nice and dagger three. And again.
Isay tosses to Netura.
The Cignal Super Spikers are topping the standings in the PVL All-Filipino Conference, and a lot has to do with their preparations at the start of the year. And here to share some stories from that time are Erin Pangilinan, Jackie Acuña, and Jewel Encarnacion. Ladies, welcome to the show. Sa starting lineup at grabe yung simula ng Cignal in the All-Filipino Conference. 3 wins, 1 loss so far. But before we talk about this ongoing tournament, guys, pag-usapan natin yung preparations. Ano ba mga pinagkaabalahan nyo bago magsimula yung All-Filipino Conference? Because you had the Christmas break, January nakapag-travel and training camp abroad. So pwede mo ba ikwento sa amin yun, Jackie? Ano yung nangyari sa Japan? Ano yung mga na-experience nyo with your team?
Yung sa Japan, we have a 2 weeks training camp. So, yung ginawa namin doon, more on tune-up games. Talagang kinalaban namin yung mga club teams, mga college teams sa Japan. And, ayun, very, super competitive nila. And na-adapt din namin yun, lalo na yung defense nila. Kahit pa paano, na-improve namin yung defense namin from net and floor defense.
Well, Jewel, we know that the Japanese system is very disciplined. They're not the tallest of players, but they're speedy. They know how to be smart. How is that like for you, that experience for you?
Of course, nakaka-inspire sila panoodin kasi we all know that Filipinos are not that tall din. And we could use what their advantage as our advantage then. So, we really try to learn kung ano yung mga galawan nila, yung strategy nila, yung mga technical attacks and defense nila. So, we can also use it for this conference.
2 weeks kayo nasa Japan, no? Matagal-tagal. Ano yung mga nakain nyo, Erin? Kwento mo sa amin. Ano yung mga napuntahan nyo? Kasi parang inspired kayo eh. Pagbalik nyo from Japan, baka may mga kwento kayong fun stories with your teammates.
The fun story siguro is yung biyahe. Kasi nakakapanibago talaga yung atmosphere in Japan. Talagang mapapa-amaze ka on how well-behaved yung mga tao or also in their food. Sobrang sarap ng pagkain nila. Parang, kaya namin everyday yung 7-Eleven doon.
Yes, of course.
Shout out 7-Eleven.
Eh, yung pictures nyo, parang dami yung nilamon, no? Nababawi naman sa training, di ba?
Bawing.
Pero ano yung favorite nyo? Siguro ikaw, Jackie, ano dun yung mga sa napuntahan nyo yung paborito mo?
Yakiniku. yung Anli. Kasi meron hindi eh. Doon tayo sa Anli.
So yun yung nagpapalakas sa inyo.
Yes.
Yung protein.
It's the beef that counts.
Ako, sobrang natuwa talaga ako sa convenience stores nila. So,
Yeah.
like yung protein shake, yung salads, yung edama. Ang sarap, sobrang fresh, sobrang healthy.
Ang daming options, no? Were you guys
Yes.
all first-timers?
No.
Ano naman?
Ako lang sa
Okay.
Japan.
How about free Erin? Siguro sa mga sightseeing ninyo.
Ako yung pinaka-gusto kong sightseeing namin is yung free day namin. Nag-try kami mag-Chinatown and then the train by ourselves. So talagang dun yung communication namin doon.
Grabe.
Na-try talaga.
No, and it shows in your guys' game. You know, Cignal is the only team that has one new recruit, and you could see that. I think the bond became stronger after Japan. Do you agree with that, Jackie?
Yes. Lalo kaming napalapit sa isa't isa. And sinabi namin sa sarili namin na ito na yon, laban natin to. Huwag nang maghanap ng wala dito. And ayun, lalo ko na-appreciate yung teammates ko. Ang saya nila kasama abroad. Yes. O na nag-away.
Yun yung pinaka-importante.
Yes, ayun.
Bati-bati kahit pag-uwi sa Pilipinas. Jewel, it's been a couple of conferences since you moved to Cignal. 2 years ago, nagpa-draft ka and then you were from a different team. But how has the adjustment been all throughout those few months na nakasama mo na yung mga teammates mo?
Of course, merong ibang sistema si Coach Shaq. So I have to learn yung defense pattern ng team, and it's really a great help to have Ate Don there and the rest of the team actually to guide me kung alin yung mga butas na tatapatan ko. And also the setters kasi iba din kami ng speed and tempo ng mga sets, and very thankful din po ako, especially kay Ate G, na very vocal sa pag-push sa akin na go lang, try mo lang ng try hanggang makuha mo yung chemistry with the setters.
No, speaking of Jelka Yuna, Aaron, you're coming from NU. You were the 6th overall pick. How is your relationship with Jelka Yuna? She's, of course, one of the best setters in the PVL. How's your connection on and off the court?
Parang natatawa si
Pardon me,
Joel.
Jay, small jokes here.
Actually, nung first time ko pong mag-training with Cignal, hindi talaga kami nag-aabot. As in,
Okay.
parang it takes a month
Yeah.
bago kami talagang biglang nagkaroon ng connection. So, I think, yung ano lang talaga, yung tiyaga, kung paano mo talaga, kung gano'n namin kagusto talaga mag-abot mid-air. And also yung repetition, yun lang talaga. Especially na si Lams yung setter ko,
Yeah.
ibang-iba from Ate Jel. So yun din, may times na nami-miss ko si Lams, may times na, hindi, okay na ako kay Ate Jel.
Pero for sure, as time progresses, di ba, yung connection niyo lalong bumubuti.
Yes po.
Yung, kumbaga, yung pasahan niyo may connection na yan moving forward. Ikaw ba, Jackie, nung dumating yung mga teammates mo? Kasi ikaw siguro ikaw yung pinaka-veteran talaga sa inyong tatlo sa Cignal. So, when they came, ano yung...
Ate.
Pero magkakaedad lang yung mga yan.
Yeah.
Just to clear that
Same
out.
age.
They're all the same age halos. But when they came to the team, how did you help them or welcome them sa Cignal?
Winelcome ko sila with all my heart. Kasi super gaan nila, parang ang bilis nila maka-adjust din sa system. Very intelligent players din sila. And ayun, super grateful ako na napunta kayo sa amin.
Magaan sila? Nabuhat mo na sila?
Thanks, Te.
Tatry ko pa lang later.
Well, Aaron, from middle blocker to middle blocker, how is it being alongside Jackie? Have you learned anything so far? Yes or no?
Meron po, sobrang dami. Especially nga yung system with Coach Shaq. So, madali sa akin mag-adjust, especially nga si Ate Jackie and Ate Doris yung senior ko sa middle. So, every time nagtatanong ako sa kanila, very approachable. Talagang tinatry nila, lagi na lang sinasabi sa akin na try mo, and then always na mag-feedback sa setters. And also na yung encouragement na wag talagang mag-give up agad. Na talagang itry hanggat makuha.
Yeah. How about for you, Jewel, yung pagbalik ng iba yung teammates? Siyempre, Don, Vanny, they came from the national team, so may times na hindi talaga kayo complete. Pero nung nag-training camp kayo, sama-sama na kayo, di ba? How did that help Cignal in preparing for this All-Filipino?
Of course, coming from si Ate Don and si Van, nakita namin yung eagerness nila to continue what they've learned there. So, from the work ethic to the way they play and to the way they compete dun sa Japanese team, kasi syempre, ang hirap din naman talaga nilang kalaban. So, it just really inspires us na yung hard work ba, kasi napaka-importante nun, and yung commitment sa bawat ginagawa namin, yung focus and yung heart for the game.
Yeah, it has really shown
Yes.
in the All-Filipino Conference na pag-uusapan natin later on. So we're excited to talk about their games in just a bit.
Yeah, ladies, don't leave just yet because there will be more with the Cignal Super Spikers when we return. Stay tuned. You're watching Starting Lineup. Welcome back to Starting Lineup. We still have the Cignal Super Spikers who are here this time to talk about the success they have been having in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Let's bring back in Jewel, Jackie, and Aaron. Woo!
Ito na.
Woo! This is it. Earlier, we talked about the preparations, Japan, and now let's talk about the ongoing All-Filipino Conference. You guys currently are at the top with a 3-1 win-loss record. So far, so good. We saw the improvement from Japan. Jackie, what can you say about the assessment so far with your team?
Sa tingin ko, na-adapt talaga namin or na-improve namin yung defense namin from net to floor. And bukod doon, mas nagkaroon kami ng connection ng each and everyone. And
Strong start, diba, for the Cignal Super Spikers, winning in straight sets against your former team, Jewel. You
Yes.
played for Galleries, you were drafted by them. What worked well nung larong yun sa inyo na first game, right away, straight sets yung panalo ninyo?
I think it's all about the pattern. Sinunod po namin yung game plan namin against galleries, and of course, it's our first game. Very eager kami to win it, para magkaroon kami ng good run and to show that this is what Cignal is right now. Ito yung mga na-improve namin. And yan.
Opening game pa lang yun, di ba?
So good.
Yes.
Very first game in this
Yeah.
tournament.
I mean, we noticed that the bond is so strong. Unlike other teams, a lot of new players, so they still have to work on chemistry. What can you say, Aaron, how is the chemistry so far with the team?
So far po, so good. Especially na, yun nga, from Japan training, nakita namin kasi yung standard. Na if you want to have a standard sa team, Japan is the standard talaga. So I think doon namin nakita yung realization na wala pa kami sa gusto naming makuha.
Yeah.
So bukod pa sa how we played, syempre yung important yung paano kami sa loob. So as much as possible, we try to always talk about feedbacks to each other.
Yeah.
Tapos talagang hindi kami nagtitipid sa mga sinasabi namin. Talagang all out every time.
Yeah, for you, Erin, nakita natin yung progress mo rin, di ba? From the time you were drafted na red hair ka pa. Tapos bago magsimula yung on-tour.
Beanie era.
Beanie Erin, di ba? Tapos
Beanie Ron.
nag-on-tour, syempre yun yung nangangapa ka pa, trying to feel it out when you're being fielded in for the first time. Pero ngayon na pangatlo na tournament mo na with, or conference with Cignal, kamusta yung confidence level mo ngayon for yourself and with your teammates?
I think nung una, compare sa ngayon, nung una kasi parang parang guide me Lord. Parang may ganun na every time na papasok, guide me Lord, ganun. So parang every time nagpe-pray ako, guide me Lord, ano ba to? So ngayon, I think yung confident ko na parang back to my UAAP days na talagang hunger to play. If hindi 100% yung mga ate ko, ready ako to cover sa kanila. Parang anytime, I'm ready to fight for them, ganun.
Parang ngayon at least, kaya ko na to, Lord.
Kaya ka na to, Lord.
Konting guidance na lang.
Oo, kaya ko na to, Lord. Ano na lang, topic na lang, Lord.
Well, Jackie, you had a breakout year in 2024. What can you say is the difference from when you started, from your breakout year to now?
Every year, nagtataas ako ng, parang every conference na parang tapos na yun, kailangan dagdagan ko pa yung nalalaman ko. Kasi hindi pwedeng mag-stick lang ako sa alam ko last year, and lalo na yung mga teams ngayon, super nag-level up. Ang dami nilang recruits, and yung volleyball is talagang every year gumagaling ng gumagaling, humihirap ng humihirap. So, hindi pwedeng nandun lang, and hanggat may chance na matuto pa, talagang aaralin ko.
Kala ko every year humahaba yung buhok mo eh.
Oh,
Kaya
diba?
parang
Part of.
Slight lang.
kaya lumalakas si Jackie dahil sa
Yung
sa long.
jump,
Kanina nga hindi niya alam
diba?
kung anong ayos gagawin niya kasi ang haba ng hair.
Ito
Eh.
na yun. Hindi ako
Yan na
nag-ayos.
yun.
Simple look.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that game against Chocomucho. 4-set win. 13 points for you. 5 blocks. Ano masasabi mo sa performance na yun? Ganda na pinakita mo.
Actually, masaya ako sa lahat kasi talaga nag-contribute yung lahat kahit sino ipasok. And nag-focus lang talaga ako sa blockings nun kasi sabi ni Coach Chuck na ano ba to, na kailangan na mablock or mapabagal namin since strong hitters yung mga Chocomucho, Ea Laure, si Sirandina, and Kat Tolentino ang laki din. So, super crucial talaga nung middle blocker that time. So, kailangan mag-step up para sa team din. And
So,
for
so
the
far,
Cignal.
may ending pa. So 3 wins, 1 loss. One of them is from Nextled. We all know Nextled, they have almost like a new team dip, the
Yeah.
Petrogas Angels. They kind of meshed together. Jewel, after that game, what did you notice with your team that you still need to improve on?
It's normal na mapaghandaan talaga kami ng teams now that ngayon currently at the top kami. So we have to learn how to handle the pressure, especially kapag yung game plan namin hindi gumagana, or kapag we're trying to score a point pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung rally. So we have to really be patient and we have to be consistent with everything that we do. And ayun, kailangan lang talaga namin matandaan na we're we're in this together. We have to be fighting for each other, for the team, and faith over fear. You know.
Wow, I love it.
Pang-analyst yung response ni Jewel. I love it.
Oo nga eh, ready
Pwede.
na, no? For
Pwede.
starting lineup talaga. Eh, no? But
Direct, alam niyo na. Charot.
I'm curious muna dun sa papasok sa game against Nexted. Kasi prior to that, you guys won against Farm Fresh also, diba? So that was 3 straight wins. Siyempre, yan yung pinag-uusapan. Uy, Cignal, 3 straight wins, wala pang talo. Ano yung usap-usapan sa team, sa dugout, papasok ng game against Nexted? Kasi alam nyo, Battle of the Undefeated eh, papasok dun sa larong yun. Ano yung mga naging usapan with sila Coach Shaq?
Ang nire-remind po sa amin ni Coach Shaq na wag na parang panibagong start na to. So yung 3 panalo namin, wala na. Wala na yon. And kung ano lang yung normal namin ginagawa, we always have our viewing before the game. So yun, kailangan nakafocus kami, kailangan alam namin yung gagawin namin, kailangan nakatuto kami sa game plan namin and everything will follow.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Aaron, you mentioned earlier the feedback, right? Is this feedback during game, after each set, or after each game in the dugout? Do you guys talk to one another, telling, for example, Jel Cayuna, do you tell her, oh, ate, maybe set a bit higher? How is that dynamic?
I think yung pagdating sa set, like Ate Jel, kapag there are chances na ako yung nasa loob, tapos sesetan niya ako, as much as possible, yung mindset ko is to kill it first. Then I do feedback. So, after that, I do, ate, okay, pero medyo mabagal, ganon. So, very important na kailangan talaga mabilis mag-process yung mind na especially during game, may feedback talaga, especially from coaches. So, very important sa amin na kailangan quick adjustment ang meron and also ayun lang, maging open lang when it comes to feedback. Dapat hindi close yung mind namin na kapag everything is on pressure and also yung feedback sunod-sunod, kailangan we know how to handle it.
Yeah. Siyempre, part ng game yung in-game adjustments,
Right,
diba? The
for sure.
tweaks. You can see them talking to each other after each point. But in that game against Nexted, you had 7 timely points, Erin. And what would you make of that performance for yourself too? Dahil mahirap din nakalaban yung Nexted. Alam natin na majority of their players are from a champion team. Pero nagawa mo yun against them.
I think nandun yung kilig ko kasi idol ko sa MJ. So parang at some point, sabi ko lang, just like a little kid, I wanna play good.
Yeah.
So every time na bibigyan ako ng chances that game, talagang I make most of it.
Yeah.
So ako, palo lang ng palo, wala akong pake kung sino yung black ko. So I think dun siguro workout kong yung points ko. And as a bata sa team, yung enjoyment, kailangan ako mismo, may times na kailangan ako yung magdadala.
Doon lumabas yung laro mo, no?
Yes.
Dahil na, of course, you're playing against your idol. I'm sure MJ was also impressed with how you played. Pahirapan nyo sila. Dun, lalo na nung third set, di ba? Yung talagang dumikit pa.
Well, Jackie, I mentioned this earlier. You're one of the vets on the teams. Let's say ate on the team. But what can you say about, the team overall? Like, 3-1 so far. Is there anything as a team, you all have your personal goal, but is there anything individual that you need to work on so far?
Kailangan kong i-work on pa yung court awareness. And kung yung intentional talaga na blockin yung kalaban, hindi yung lagi sasabi ni coach na minsan okay na nandun ka, pero hindi. Parang kailangan basahin mo yung kalaban mo pa, aralin pa, more on technical. And
may onting pahinga pa kayo bago yung next game. Jewel, siguro,
Thank you, Lord.
just to close this. Thank you, Lord, diba?
Thank you,
We
Lord.
always want rest, and that's important, but also the more time to prepare for you guys. Ano yung game plan to bounce back coming off a loss, entering the game against PLDT? What do you guys need to remember dun sa larong yun, Jewel?
Well, right now, nagfo-focus kami sa lapses na nangyari nung next leg game namin. Kasi I think lahat naman ng skills na pagdaanan namin and we know we're prepared. It's just that it didn't show sa game. So right now, we're trying to correct everything that we can in preparation for our next game, which is against PLDT.
Yeah.
Ayun. And to follow na yung next pa yung viewing namin sa kanila. So ngayon, puro corrections pa kami.
So step by step talaga may mga process na pinagdadaanan. So take the time to rest and review. Good luck guys in your next game. And thank you so much
Thank
for joining us tonight. Good luck with the rest of the conference. Jackie, Jewel, and Erin.
Thank you. Arigato.
All right, from the PVL, we shift to the NBA when we come back. Stay tuned. You're watching Starting Lineup. Welcome back to Starting Lineup. We're still on an NBA All-Star high, and our very own Boom Gonzalez got to sit down with some rising stars at the event. Let's take a look at his conversation with one of the more prominent young guns, Cade Cunningham.
Hello, Philippines! We got two-time All-Star here, Cade Cunningham. Hey, man, I am a huge fan.
Thank you.
And I got to start off right away by asking the signature shoe.
Yeah.
What does that signify to you when you get a signature shoe?
It's a dream come true.
Oh, sure.
You know, like, especially to be with Nike, brand I've been with my whole life. I've always idolized the LeBrons, the Kobe's, all that stuff. So to be a part of that now and to be in that club is a blessing.
Best GT cut PE collection.
Thank you.
You know, when we ask a lot of Filipinos what they like about Cade, they always say that, oh, this guy's never rushed. You know, you play at your own pace. Was it always like that for you? Or when in your career did you develop better read and a better handle of the game?
I don't think that, pace was like my superpower when I was younger, but as I grew older and I translated over to, I moved over to the point guard, I think, everything just kind of started to slow down for me, and my body and my size allowed me to play a little slower in tight spaces than other guards and stuff. So I think it all came from that. But, playing all around the court definitely helped me get to that point.
I know the losing streak's already a memory and all of that. What were your biggest takeaways from that phase of your
I mean, there's so many of them.
Okay, you can give me one, yeah.
Honestly, I think I learned a lot about my mental toughness and my teammates' mental toughness. The guys that were the young core and trying to figure it out together. We learned a lot about each other. We learned a lot about how much we wanted it. And we grew over that, So I think that was the main thing that now looking back, we all laugh over now, but we really bonded and we really grew closer at that moment.
One of the characteristics of your game is you've always been composed, regardless of whether it's start of the game, end of the game.
Yeah.
But what do fans don't see that actually fire you up? I know we don't see it much, but what really fires you up that fans don't really get to appreciate or see?
I mean, challenges,
Okay.
Challenges. If there's a challenge,
Like a player challenge, a matchup challenge?
a player matchup, it could be, a team matchup. It could be a coach matchup for my coach. Like any type of challenge like that, I think, really gets me going and adds something to the game that I want to win. So it just adds more fuel to the fire.
Do you know a Filipino?
No, I don't.
You
I need to
don't know
learn
Filipino?
something. I need to learn something.
You
Teach me
learn?
something. What we got? No, I need to learn.
Oh, you need to learn. You
Teach
say,
me something. Teach me, how are you?
you say mabuhay, mabuhay,
Mabuhay.
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 Yeah, and you say maraming salamat.
Marami salamat.
Yes, there you go.
Marami salamat. Yes, sir.
That is very good.
Thank
That's
you,
good
thank you.
stuff. I mean, you don't know Filipino?
Nah, first time.
So I'm the first one.
First time I ever heard that. man.
Awesome,
That's
awesome.
cool,
So
though. I
I'm the first
appreciate
one.
that.
Okay, couple of quick questions. Against a defender, blow by a defender or slowly cook a defender? What do you want? What do you like? What do you like doing?
The blow-by feels better in real life, but watching back, I'd probably say the slow cook.
Slow cook, all right. Which All-Star has given you the best compliment so far? And what was the compliment? Regardless of whether it's this batch of an All-Star or previous All-Stars, anybody who was an All-Star gave you a compliment.
I mean, hearing from Steph and KD and LeBron, those three
KD's
guys.
high praise for you.
Yeah, KD has been somebody that has complimented my game a lot, and to be who he is in this game, somebody that's the highest level, of basketball. Like for him to be complimenting my game and the way I play and how I impact the game, is special. I've always took that to heart a lot.
Do you still get starstruck?
Not as much, man. Not as much, especially basketball, because now I've seen everybody, and But that rookie year, whenever your first time against somebody, it's definitely a weird feeling. You know, I've only seen this guy in 2K and on TV, and now I'm guarding him or whatever. But not too much no more.
Yeah. Now, I know you're getting ready for the weekend. We wish you the best of luck, but I want you to make that run all the way to the finals. You guys are in great position.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Vaughn.
And
Yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate your
Yes,
time.
sir. Great to
Cade
meet
Cunningham, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Boom Gonzalez with Cade Cunningham. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamie Lavatoria.
And I'm Dip Dipianco. This is Starting Lineup.